Catastrophe on Ukraine, as problem compounds. It's day 1490 of Russia's operation in Ukraine. Let's dive deeper. With the end of winter in Ukraine, their break has also ended. What now awaits them is the Russian spring-summer offensive, and much more. And it looks like it has already begun. The Ukrainian commander-in-chief already reported the increase in Russian assaults across the front lines. Main focus of this Russian offensive will be the Donetsk Oblast. However, in order to do that, we will see Russian forces open several other fronts to pin down the Ukrainian units. But fights are going to be more intense than we have ever seen, with a series of highly fortified and defended cities one after the other, all in close proximity to each other. In the last couple of days, according to the sources, Russian forces have started attacking from several directions. As I have explained in my previous reports, how Russian forces' main focus on this section will be the twin cities, Slavyansk and Kramatorsk. But in order to do that, Russian forces will have to capture cities like Kostiantynivka and Liman. In Kostiantynivka, Russian assault units have penetrated the Ukrainian defense line in the last 48 hours. In the recent footage shared by the sources, we can see Russian forces fighting Ukrainian units in these areas. Sources suggest Russian forces would have advanced along the river to flank the Ukrainian forces in both directions. Due to the dense housing, it's much more time-consuming to clear every house, and as you know, throughout winter, Russian units have been stuck in these areas. But now with sudden penetration, sources expect things to speed up. This entire front is defended by several special forces units of Ukrainian armed forces. Their main task would be to cause as many losses to Russian forces as possible before they reach the twin cities. Recently it was reported that they are even trying to re-enter Chasiv Yar by counterattacking southern districts. Now a little north, near Soledar Highway, Russian forces' flanking maneuver has paid off. If you have seen my last report, then you know that Russian forces encountered a strong resistance here, which forced them to flank it from the north. In the latest report, it was confirmed that they managed to take control of Avdiivka and have already started attacking positions near the highway. Furthermore, from Lipivka, they are now attacking Oleksandrivka. This means Ukrainian forces will be forced to withdraw from here. With highways leading straight to Slavyansk and not many big cities in between, means this access would be easier compared to others. So it is expected that Ukraine forces will deploy lots of drone units to stop the Russian offensive. But pressure can be divided if their fellow Russian units a little north also maintain similar pace. In the latest report, it was reported that Russian forces from Riznikivka managed to push Ukrainian forces from Kaliniki. As a result, this area has now come under Russian control. And as you can see, if Russian armed forces advance simultaneously, they have a chance of reaching Slavyansk much faster. And many of the Ukrainian sources have also expressed this exact concern. It's very clear that the battle of this twin city is going to be one of the biggest battles of this conflict. But with each passing day, Ukraine's decision to use their resources in winter counteroffensive might come to haunt them. And the situation in the Middle East suggests Ukraine could be also suffering a shortage in equipment. But the main concern right now is securing the funding from the West to run the country. And as many of you are aware, Hungary and Slovakia have blocked the funding in response to Ukraine stopping the oil supplies from Russia. And this has caused a high tension with Ukraine. The leader of Slovakia recently issued a warning to Ukraine that if their pipelines are damaged or destroyed, they will consider an act of T. With all these problems coming Ukraine's way, many people are saying catastrophe is waiting to happen. As your situation could get extremely worse much quickly, as problems compound. And Russia is going to use this to their full advantage. They are already selling their oil to countries around the world at high prices. However, it is evident that Ukraine could be facing their hardest battle on all fronts in coming months, given how Russia decides to move forward. Subscribe for more frontline updates. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.